Guys, today I've got something very exciting to share with you. I've just installed a very much needed piece of tech in my car. Now, it's a big, bright smart screen that can display content both horizontally and vertically. It uses screen mirroring to display CarPlay, Android Auto, and a lot more. Now, why am I excited about this and why should you be? Well, stick around to find out. Back in a few seconds. What's up YouTube? Dave here with Seen Through a Lens, and thanks for stopping by the channel. We make lifestyle videos and all things tech, so if that's your kind of thing, then please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking on the bell icon so you could be notified of new videos. So guys, yes, this is the 8-inch smart screen from Hotpeak, and you know what? This bad boy is going to enable me to mirror my phone perfectly, whether I'm using Android, Google, CarPlay, whatever. And you know what? It can rotate 90 degrees as well. And that means I can either watch vertical or horizontal videos. I mean, not just the ones that you kind of can watch on CarPlay and Android Auto, but other ones, obviously, when parked. Now guys, before we get into it, Hotpeak sent me this smart screen to review in exchange for my honest opinion. And guys, you know that whatever I review, you're always going to get my honest opinion, good, bad or indifferent. So let's get this out of the box and see what we have. So guys, first up, open the box, and we've got quite a bit of stuff in here, including brackets, mounts and instructions. We also have a 3.5 to 3.5 mil audio cable, which you don't, if you don't have in-car Bluetooth, this is actually going to be a godsend. Also guys, there's a 12-volt cigarette lighter or cigar lighter, depending on how posh you are, or maybe they just call them 12-volt adapters now, I don't know. But you need that to kind of power the screen up itself. Now guys, turning it on, and you know what, surprisingly, it booted up pretty fast, so that's nice. You're greeted with your home screen, and from here you can kind of set up, Bluetooth connections, CarPlay, Android Auto, AirPlay, and you know what, more on all of that in a minute. Now the unit feels pretty sturdy and it's well made, and you know what, scrolling around it felt quite nice and fluid. Now on the back of the unit there is a magnetic mount, and I've got to say, this is pretty strong. I mean, pretty strong. There you go. You also get a decent sounding speaker, but I guess most of us are going to pair this to Bluetooth or use that 3.5 mil cable. Now guys, on the side you have the Type-C socket for power, and you have a micro SD card slot. So you know what, if you want, you could put a card in, play some local content. So that's pretty nice. And also guys, pairing this up is really easy. Now you get on-screen instructions for for pretty much everything. I mean, my main phone is an iPhone, and connecting it to CarPlay just worked a treat, just kind of works straight away. But why am I so excited about this screen? Well, yes, I do have a modern car with some modern tech. So you know what? Not needed there. But I also have another car that has hardly any tech. And yeah, I know, I need to update my opener as that piece of rubbish Porsche has gone, thank goodness. I wish I had the time to tell you guys about all the terrible experiences I had with that car, but you know what, that's for a whole series of videos that, you know what, one day, if I've got some time, I may well make, because I feel like I need to educate the world on that Porsche Taycan, or Porsche if you're a purist. But yes, the other car, well, I've got this, beautiful Aston Martin DB9 GT. It's a beautiful car with an amazing 6-litre V12 engine, but with rubbish, and I mean rubbish tech. So this Hotpeak smart screen is just the job. So here we are with it mounted in the Aston, and you know what? It looks okay. I mean, I don't need the ZX Spectrum, if anyone remembers that built-in screen anymore, and quite frankly, I can't even see it. So I can leave that closed and use Hotpeak. I'm going to predominantly use CarPlay. However, if I was parked up or I had any passengers, which would have to be in the front as no humans are getting in the back, I could use AirPlay to stream other content not normally supported on CarPlay or Android Auto for that matter. So you know what, that's pretty cool. And also guys, remember that horizontal or vertical, it's all good. And guys, because you're mirroring your phone's CarPlay, all your supported apps, maps and other stuff is all there no matter what car you're in. If you need to jump in another car, just unplug it and you're good to go. And let's not forget the fact that because it's connected to your phone, you can also use your voice assistant to operate it. And you can initiate phone calls, search for stuff, and get directions. In fact, phone calls, I mean, here's my mum calling me, but there you go. Pretty powerful stuff. So guys, yes, whether you're in portrait, landscape mode, whatever it is, this thing works really well. Now you do need to reboot it to get it to change from portrait to landscape, but you know, it takes like a couple of seconds, so no big deal. You can play content on there, whether it's vertical or horizontal content, doesn't really matter. It's all there for you to choose from. All of the interface is pretty fluid. There's no lag or anything like that. Sound was piped through the car speakers. That was all fine. I mean, everything works really well. The vent mount is brilliant, and I'm just going to leave that on there now. And the other beauty of this is you can just, because of the magnetic mount on that vent mount, you can just pop the screen off, put it in the glove box when you go in somewhere, and no one's going to be any the wiser that you've got any devices in your car, which is good because nobody wants to get their car broken into. So I think this is a really great solution, particularly for me in this car where the tech is, you know, pretty underwhelming. The tech that's built into the car, beautiful car, pretty underwhelming tech, but this screen is lovely. I think it's going to be the best upgrade I've had for this car, other than this cup holder that my nephew made me with his 3D printer, because the cup holders in this car are useless. So let's face it guys, this is a great car, but cup holders not great, tech not great. But you know what, by adding a few little additional options like a cup holder and a smart screen from Hotpeak, it's now into the 21st century. So guys, there you have it. This 8-inch smart screen from Hotpeak is pretty handy indeed. Like I said, I can't even see the content on the stock screen in the Aston. So this big clear display is definitely a goer for me. My only negative about this screen is that I wish it was rechargeable so you don't have to connect it to power all the time. I mean, I do relatively short journeys in this car, so having it charged for the bulk of the time would have been good, but it's definitely not a showstopper. And guys, for around £70 at the time of this video going live, this is a cheap upgrade. Guys, I'll leave any product links and any discount codes in the description, and if you have any comments or questions, then please leave them below. And if you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. And if you'd like to see more of my content, then please subscribe and click on that bell icon so you can be notified of new videos. Thanks to you guys for watching, and thanks to Lampto for sending me this very useful smart screen to review. I'm Dave with Seen Through a Lens, and I will see you the next time. Bye for now.